Hey guys, Straya Guy in China here, and I am in Sydney, Australia. Today I've got a very special treat for you. I'm with Amy from Blondie in China, and we're going to be doing a little interview. So Amy, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about your channel?
So I'm Amy, I'm from the channel Blondie in China, and basically I produce a lot of travel content, always pretty much in China. So I love eating, I love traveling, I love Chinese culture and history. 我也会说一点点的中文。Yeah, 这是我。
So how long have you been making content for?
Making content, I've been making content for about 3 years now. So I started in China and started posting on Chinese social media platforms for like 2 years, like Weibo and Meipai, Bilibili. And then it was about a year ago that I started to think about putting my content on YouTube and showing China to a Western audience. So that's been working really well for me, and it's super fun.
So what got you into making videos on Weibo before you went to YouTube?
So I initially started because I was studying in China at the time, and I didn't really have anything much else I was doing, and I was looking for some opportunities in China. So I thought, let's see if the whole social media thing works for me. And initially when I started, I was like a fitness blogger. Well, I was posing as a fitness blogger. I didn't really know too much about fitness. But yeah, so that's how I started, and I started making some little workout exercise routines that I posted on my Weibo. And yeah, I did grow, not super quickly, but I did grow, and and then I started like seeing more opportunities come my way as my platform got bigger and bigger.
So do you go out with kind of a plan on what you're going to film, or do you just jump on opportunities when you see them?
Well, it depends. When I'm doing more of like a documentary style video and I'm in a city that I really want to show it off as best as it can, I definitely go in with a plan, often with a script, and I make sure I go here and there and say this and say that. But sometimes I'll just be in an interesting environment or find myself at a funny dinner with an interesting group of friends, and I'll just pull out my camera and make a video. So I'd say it's a mix of both.
Now I know you've got some awesome content and a lot of different videos, but do you have a personal favourite video?
Yes, I do. My personal favourite video is my video about pu'er tea versus coffee in Yunnan province. And I like it the best because it's the first video I made that I felt more like, you know, a travel journalist rather than a travel vlogger, and I put so much effort and research into making that video, and yeah, it's a piece of work that I'm super proud of.
Now Amy, you've got a few fans out there, myself included, and I was wondering, when did you start to feel like you had become a YouTube celeb?
I don't think I'd even refer to myself as a known name on YouTube even now. I think I'm still small stuff, but maybe one day my channel can grow, which is ultimately my aim, so that more and more people can see kind of a different side of China than what they see on the news. So hopefully one day I might be a household name.
So what's the next milestone that you're aiming for?
Well, I just hit the 100k mark, and that was a big milestone for a long time, and now I feel almost like I can relax. You know, I've got the 100k. You know, in some ways I'm like, you know, I think I can officially call myself a YouTuber now, but next milestone would probably be, yeah, maybe 200k.
As we all know, the world's in kind of a lockdown at the moment and we can't really travel. So when we can travel again, what are some things that you are looking forward to when you can get back to China?
Oh my gosh, so many things. The food, obviously, I pretty much live to eat. So I'm really looking forward to just eating all my favorite dishes. Although having said that, here in Sydney we do have a really big Chinese population. So there is a lot of really good food here in Sydney. So I'm not really too hard pressed to find good Chinese food here. So other than that, I'm really looking forward to seeing my friends that are in China. I'm really looking forward to making content. That's the content that I like making the most is in China. I'm making content here because I have to, but it kind of feels weird making content in Sydney because it's my home. It's like, I know this place, like, yeah, maybe this might be interesting to some people, but like, it's what I've always grown up with. So I feel like I'm just really excited to get back into that environment of everything is exciting and new and exotic and fresh, and just, yeah, filming and making new friends and new memories, yeah.
Okay, now I have to fire at you just a couple of mandatory Australian questions, alright?
Yeah.
So the first question is, what are some common Australian slang terms that you like to say?
Oh, what would it be? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Like, so when I go and say no, I'll say, yeah, no. But then when I go and say yes, I'll say, nah, yeah. So that's kind of an Australian thing, I feel. Other than that, what else do I use? I don't know. I don't think I use too much Australian slang, or it's like all gone from my head. But yeah, definitely, yeah, nah, or nah, yeah.
And now the big question that's on everyone's lips, do you like Vegemite?
No, I don't. Like, I'll eat it. It's not like super offensive, but it's not my first choice when it comes to breakfast.
Just one more question for you, Amy. Do you have any words of wisdom for aspiring YouTubers out there or people that want to create content?
Yeah, definitely. I think stay consistent, make sure you're filming stuff that you're passionate about, that you have a real interest in, because I think when the content is good and people can see that you have a passion for what you're talking about, that will be infectious and you'll grow. Yeah, stick with it. I think from what I've heard, for myself at least, it took me like 6 months before I cracked 1,000, and then it moves quickly. And I know people that it takes them, 3 months to 1 year, but once you crack that, that's when you'll really start seeing more of a snowball effect. So don't feel down in the dumps if you've been doing it for like 6 months and you've only got 300 subscribers, because once you get on a roll, it'll keep rolling. So yeah, just keep going.
Thanks so much for that, Amy. It's been an absolute pleasure to be interviewing you today. I hope you enjoyed that interview that we had today. Make sure you go down and hit that like and subscribe button for more interesting content from myself. And I've put the link to Amy's channel in the description below. So once you finish hitting my buttons, head on over there and check out what great content she has as well. I'm the Straya Guy in China, and I don't have a clever sign off.
Woohoo! Stay healthy.
Nice, okay, that'll work.